the 2023 and beyond outlook is really interesting in that, clearly we're going to be in a tight purse strings environment from a macroeconomic standpoint. But we've been here before. So we were here post-economic crisis in 2008 for a number of years. But there's something that's fundamentally different this time round, which is this. In 2008, and in the kind of follow-on from the 2008 and the fallout, I should say, there was not necessarily a set of expectations from end consumer customers and business customers around experience of their banking journey, of their financial journey. And the reason for that is that there still wasn't big tech being deployed in the world, right? So Amazon was probably the most advanced at the time, but Uber didn't exist, Airbnb didn't exist. So if you think about all of those capabilities that have emerged in your normal everyday life, they've raised the bar. And they've raised the bar over the last 15 or so years, quite dramatically, to become the norm. Now, banking has been laggard in this arena, and is continuing to catch up. And so what some of my peers believe, as well as myself, is that in 2023, the fundamental difference is going to be that we're playing a tug of war in a resource constrained environment, but in a highly competitive environment as it pertains to retaining customers and acquiring new customers, because the bar has just gone up high. So we have to do more with less, all right, which is a very tough challenge for organizations to look at. They've got to be constantly looking at cutting operational costs. They've got to be constantly looking at increasing revenue, growing revenue base, continuing to nurture existing customers, expanding existing customer bases. So where a customer potentially transacts in one particular commercial line of business, what are the other opportunities to cross-sell and ultimately grow revenue base? Because you've already got that customer in your within your brand, and so acquiring a net new versus expanding an existing is clearly a different prospect and a different set of tools and set of capabilities. So I think what we're going to see is really a set of judicious decisions made around how you deploy very little in the way of capital investment to be able to do more. Right? And I think we've read various surveys at this time of year around what are the top focuses for executives, what are the top areas of focus, and customer experience clearly becomes one of those, and customer experience management as a category becomes that much more important as it's emerging as a category, and as it's being supported in the industry, whether it be after the fact through feedback and surveys, where we clearly see there are existing tools and techniques to go out and find out how satisfied a customer is with their bank's performance, but also in this new arena of, hey, let's not wait until after the fact. Let's solve this right now. Let's improve the journey so that we A, fix your issue, and B, retain and grow the business that you've already you're already doing with us as a customer. So that power of taking customer experience to the next level, which is being able to solve for in the moment and orchestrate across these really kind of complex ecosystems, becomes super, super powerful as we go into 2023.